This plant is Miscanthus sinensis Gracillimus, and this is one of my favorite large grasses. I've had this plant for about 8 or 9 years, and probably after 2 years it was the size that you see here, and the clump has gotten progressively larger, but very slowly. Thing I liked is it reached, you're looking at about 7 feet high and wide, 6 to 7 feet. And it reached that height probably in 2 years, as I said, and then the width has slowly expanded over the years. You saw photos at the start of the video that showed it at different times of year. And that's what I like about this grass. I find it interesting looking 10 months out of the year. We're in a hot inland valley in Northern California that freezes during the winter. And after it hits that fall color that you saw and the grass starts to just look dead, I'll take it down to about 6 to 8 inches off the ground. But I still get a good 10 months out of it for sure, because even the winter and fall color has that nice amber tone that you saw in the video, and I'm sorry, in the photos, and the flowers are awfully nice as well. So what you're looking at is September, and the flowers should be coming out soon. Now a lot of other ones like Calamagrostis, they've had flowers up for months now, but here we are in mid-September and I still don't have any flowers on this plant. So I expect those to show up here soon. It's almost fall, and that's usually when the flowers will start to display, but that's a secondary part that I think is very attractive for this plant. I like the very graceful kind of rounded form and the fine texture of this plant, and it's a central part of this planting, as you saw in the other photograph. It's also large enough to where I think from a design perspective, you really don't need to, well, in a lot of cases you would not be using multiples of this plant. One single plant in a setting is usually enough to give a lot of impact. If you have a planting that's large enough to justify multiples of this, then I would tell you to put these 5 to 6 feet on center so that they mass the right way for you. And I planted this from a 5-gallon container. 1-gallon container's fine. It just you probably buy yourself another year when you bump up to the 5-gallon size. These start filling out, I would say in March, April is when they start to green up coming out of the winter, and get up to full size within a month or so of some warmth showing up. I'm not sure how these behave in more severe climates. And near the coast, I can't comment on that either. I haven't seen this grass enough to really know in the various climates how it's going to behave. I just know that generally it's a dormant grass with its fine texture. So the photos are very telling, and this also is a beautiful plant in windy areas. It's very graceful in terms of how it moves. It's very easy to take care of. It gets moderate to low water, and the deer do not eat this. And that's Miscanthus sinensis Gracillimus.